Well, thank you for checking out the Rocket Box. Basically what the Rocket Box is a battery holder for 18650 lithium cells. Each one is built in parallel, so each block that you make is 3.6 volts nominal. This one has 3 cells, and it goes all the way, measures all the way up to a 10 cell block. This one is 3.6 volt, 20 amp hour. I'm building an e-bike battery, so this is one of 20 blocks that I'll be installing, which will be basically a 72 volt, 20 amp hour block. I'm going to show you just a few features about this particular battery. At the top here you've got connectors that you can use to connect terminals if you want. The other nice feature here is that on the front and sides, all the way around, are spots to connect bus bars. What I've been using is 1/8 by 1/2 inch aluminum. I've created templates for each one. So connections going this direction I call the series template. It's just a slightly different length. So here's a series bar. Actually, I'm going to take out one of these screws just to show you. So basically, if you wanted to connect batteries together this direction, series or parallel, you can do that. The screw goes down through there and holds it nice and tight, and again you connect the next one in place. Show you on this one. Actually, this one here slides in, and again connect that way. This particular let me see here. I'll get this seated a little bit better so that you can see it function. Alright, so there, that one's seated well. And then they go together like this, and basically you just put your screws down through, tighten them in place, and it holds them together. The other bar is the parallel bar. The parallel bar fits this way. So that if you want to build batteries, again, you could, this is really meant for continuing on a series connection, but they slide together like this. So you could build multiple packs this way and kind of snake them to make a larger battery pack. For my example, I'm building a 72 volt pack. I want them to be 2 wide, so basically I'll start here and then snake my way all the way up until I have the 20 packs connected. So 10 long, 2 wide. Alright, so along with the download for the STLs, you can get the series marked with a little S, you can get the parallel marked with a P. These are little templates for creating bus bars. I'm going to do some tutorial videos showing you how to assemble everything from start to finish. Those will come up in another video. This is a jig. This jig basically allows you to take nickel plate. You run it through here, it'll make the first bend, and then you can basically punch divots in along each one of these holes to create a bar, and that bar then gets installed into your pack. So just to take the lid off here, in order to put this whole thing together, you're going to need M3 screws that are 10 millimeters. I don't know that I've allowed enough room for anything longer than that. You might be able to get away with something shorter, but 10 mil M3s is what I use. For the terminals, you're going to need an M5 nut and an M5 screw. So whatever kind you want to use is up to you. I did panhead because I've created these. If you have access to a printer that will print TPU, then you can print off these little things and they will slide on to cover the terminals, and then they pop off when you need to get access to them. Anyhow, so I'll take the top off of this pack so you can see the internals. Basically, you've got two bus bars. You've got a negative bar down this side, and you can actually see on the front there's positive, negative. And on the full version, this is a beta version I had, there's also a plus negative on this end, just so you can, depending on what orientation it is, you always know what's what. And so yeah, I'll take out the bus bar here. So essentially, you use the jig here to punch these holes which create contacts along the nickel. And then using the M5 nut and screw, that creates the terminal connection at the top of the pack. And then of course your 18650s just sit in like so, and that's all there is to it. And once all those pieces are in, you basically assemble it, put the screws in, and you're on your way. So I hope that kind of makes sense. I'll be doing some tutorial videos so everyone can see how each section is assembled. I wanted to build something that's super low cost, that's easier materials to get. So yeah, this is 3P. The downloads go 3P, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And the 10P, of course, is this big brick here. In order to print something like this, you'd need a large bed print area, like I use my CR10 in order to make these. Anyhow, I hope you enjoy the product, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment. And the instruction videos will be up shortly.